Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing tonight? Today? So, we will be returning to our little thing I have been working on. Throughout the week, I have done some changes. A little bit, here and there. So, let's see. I have tried playing with audio. I have tried making a leveling system, sort of. I have tried properly dividing the melee and ranged. Not everything went to plan. And I also finally found out that I have notes in my Godot and I can reference them. There is this yeah, improvements inside around here. Today I will be doing actually something, well, not different, but something that I was not really putting in, and that will be, we are going to make mostly, because from my playtesting, what I have figured out is that the game just feels right when it's played from the first person rather than third person so far, and I think that I'll probably keep that as it is. No, I do. Yes, this is ready. Did I forget something else that I have been working on? Not sure right now. Just let me sort this out. It is a slow start in the morning. I haven't even had a bird quest yet. Good, right. Now I'm ready. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh no, oh no. I forgot I put the music there. Is it even hurt? Oh, is it loud? Oh. Let's make sure it's not blasting anyone's ears off. And this one. If it caught it. Yes, and I made a little title card, my menu screen. I couldn't stand just looking at gray before you connect in. But I'll probably disable the music for the process. And then, oh, right. The options. The options. They are kinda working. But for now, they should be disabled. Because we will not be working on them right now. We will be trying to make the mouse look, because if we do here, let's do that. I have locked the cursor, I can unlock it. We can just do this, move around, that's fine. And now what I want is when I move the mouse here and here, it will turn the character around. Like that. So, and if you go down, you look up, which you can't do right now, and if you do down, you look down. So that's the plan. If it goes quick, we'll see. Oh no. Good. So let us open our code. So this is the thing that allows me to capture it and make it visible. That's fine. Here, camera third person, camera first person. So now we will want to tie the rotation to the mouse movement, and then basically make the direction follow from your rotation, which I think now we do. Bloop, bloop. So if we zoom out, oh shit, I disabled it. Okay. Yes, so we rotate, and if we do that, and then we do that, yes, we have the right. We do have it right. So that the direction does respect the rotation of the character in the world. So our main quest is to make sure that the rotation is actually taken from the mouse, which I right now don't know how to do. Oops. So, as with all great moments in this stream, we will consult the internet, because it is smarter than us. And no, but it has information that we can use. So how do we do it? Let's ask mouse look, maybe. Oh, okay, cool. An unhelpful thread. This might be it. But I think they have written it in C#. No, because of this? Or do they just do void always? You know what? You know what? Let's steal it and see. Why is there a bot before any chatter? Possible ban evader. My dude, you are a dick if you are banned. So let's steal that. Oh no, oh no, oh no. They have it in the event. Why do they have it in the input? So we need to do that. Let's put some magic number here for now. Fuck. I think it's just camera, yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, sure. This is certainly catching up the camera and allowing it to move around. Yes. Let's lower the sensitivity and start and do a clamp. Holy crap. Okay. Hello. Not quite what we want to do. Also, I'm going to turn off the music. That's going to be distracting. Can I actually? Or just do that? No, +6. Okay, minus. Yeah, just. I don't want to see it. You know what? No, let's do this. Let's test it first before I just. That sounds quieter. Yeah. Good. I was worried I will blow someone's ears off. So, where was I? Yes. Player input. So if I do this, this is kind of. Why does a mouse click on what? Uh-huh. I see. Oops. Yeah, we'll need a crosshair. We will need a crosshair for sure. I mean, it doesn't need to be in the player's UI per se. Oh, hello, Alki. Welcome, welcome. But I will put it there. Just because I think it's a good idea. If it truly is, I don't know. I think it could be anywhere else, really. But this UI is seen when the player is around, so it's a safe option. I'll need to make it. It will be like a white, probably diamond of like 8 by 8 pixels, even less. It'll be tiny. Oh, let's do 8 by 8. Let's do, yeah, sure. It needs to be well visible. Of course not. Of course not. No, no. Why 8 by 8? It needs to be sitting in the middle of the place. This one I can just close. Sure. So that might be actually too big. Or like this. Actually, yes, this is better. So we do. No, we don't want this. Get out. So we do that, and that. Maybe we can then change it. Let's put it to the project. UI, no. Labels. 2D art. Source files. And then export it. No, here. Why are you not? to do so. I don't want to put in the source files. You are not a source file. Good. Let's put this hello aside and find our little good little thingy, and then we do I am going to live with this for now. It is subtle enough. I might give it a little bit more. Yeah, against like very, very light background, it's getting lost, so it might need a little bit more. Either different color or maybe like a black dot in the middle. I don't know. So now we want to be moving with the whole body as the mouse moves from left to right. So player code. So if we do do we have player here? We must have player here. Yeah, we do. So we do. No, that's a wrong one. No, this one. Yes. So this gives us more fluid movement. It feels very floaty though. I think one's most sensitivity is a little bit too much, and then we need to. We are not clamping properly, I think. But let's do like 1/2. We will put that as an option later on. Yeah, this feels nicer. Nice. So now to solve this issue. I'm sorry for the motion sickness. There we go. Where are we? Yes. So why is this not working? Because I'm pretty sure it is working in another part of my code. But where exactly? That's a good question. Here. Well, it's certainly clamped. Just not in the way I would want. Ugh. Ugh. Sir. So we want it to be camera tip. So we do X rotation, right? So we want it from minus like 50, minus 60 to 60 or to 90. That's a good question. Are those, so I was saying minus 60 to 90? I don't have a frame of reference. But that feels okay. Okay, there is one thing that you're... Can I? Wait a second. I think... What is it? A login input? Oh, I see. I thought it was like, hey, show the input. Because in the like third person-ish, you have left them A and D for rotation, and Q and E for walking to the sides. But since we are in the first person, we can actually do it that A and D moves you like this. And we could possibly free the E and Q keys for something else. But I'm not sure. How do we set it up? And do we want to get away from the third person completely? Maybe we should. What we can do, and whoever then gets to see the code will probably stab me is we could, for the first person mode, do it like this. I think movement right to be bound on the turn right, movement left to be on the turn left, and this thing deleted. And then, wait, nasty creature. Yes. And Q&E are free to do what they want. I honestly thought this is going to take much longer. So let's test it if it works for the client too. And it doesn't. Perfect. Shit. I knew there was something that will happen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Crap. I think it is because we don't have any authority over the player. So rotating him directly doesn't really work. This is going to be pain. I knew. I remember why I. Oh no. No, 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 no. Mm. I see. that is not working at all. This is doing something. But not what we want. I could make a drunken game. Okay. Now it's time to put the thinking cap on. Because in the third person, if you have the rotation bound to keys, you basically ensure that the signal is kind of discrete. You either press it down and it goes, or you don't and it stops. So it's like 1 0 1 0. What we need to do is to make sure that once you stop moving your mouse, the signal of rotation becomes 0 too. That is going to be what we need to do. Because if we do it, this is kind of like, I'm not touching my mouse anymore, but it's doing speedy. So I think we should be able to see that. Here. Print debug. Nope. What the fuck? Yes, please. Like that. Sorry for that. Can I write? I cannot. What the fuck was that? See? I've moved my mouse and I've stopped moving it, but it doesn't do. It doesn't do 0. Is there like a on mouse stop moving? Let us consult documentation once more. Mouse input coordinates, maybe. That's not helpful. Input user committed input. What? We will probably need. This is the fucky part. What I'm thinking right now is that I don't want it to be so floaty. So what we are doing, right, is because looking up to sides should always turn us, but it should stop. Yeah. How do we do this? How do we make this move right? Oops. it will always be a non-zero value if we move up and down a little bit more to the sides, which is okay because you want to turn the character towards where you're looking. But it needs to know where to stop. Oh. Oops. Maybe if we do that. But that's apparently expensive. There must be a simple way. There must be. I mean, the first method that we basically copied out was from someone doing a single player, so that was easy. That's just like turn the character or set its rotation based on your movement on mouse. We want to get, because we are, where are we? Here. Turn speed. So we are reading the input rotation value, normalizing it, and then getting a turn speed from it. Which is weird. Because if we are, no, it's vectors normalization, not number normalization. I'm not touching that. I mean, I should, but I'm not today. What I could do, and that's kind of fuck. No. This way. If the absolute value of rotation, that is plus, you basically take minus and make it plus, is lower than 5, then you basically say if your x rotation is too little, you treat it as if they're not moving. Ooh, choppy. That's a little. It's less than 2, maybe? I see how this is. That's mouth smoothing. Nope. Nope. That's unpleasant. That's just unpleasant. It's better than this. Still sucks. Because you now can't do very precise movements. I should have done a single player game. That would be so much easier. Holy shit. I would be cruising. Oh my god. So, what do we do with you? Do we keep asking? Maybe. yes. That is... They do have an input inside the player controller. Interesting. Yeah, this is taking the most look. Sure. But we want to basically take that value here, through the code, because in our case the player controller reads the inputs, or like where is it? Or are we? Yeah. We are checking into the input, and from that, this file, how it changes, we take all the values. I mean, our real problem is that we want to make sure that there is a stopping point, and I really don't want to be setting up the what was it? Where was it? This thing, because like, sure, can I do it in like not globally? Property, yeah. Because that will make the whole thing more costly, and I'm not sure if it's something I should be doing at this point in time or not. A moment. Yeah. I love this. Took us 20 minutes to get it working without multiplayer, and it's taking us an hour with it. And this goes for everything. So, anyone who's watching, do a single player, please, for the love of God. What happens if you do like that? How does it look? yeah, this basically makes it that any tiny movements are impossible. So if we just do this, it never goes to 0. Even if you just lay the mouse down. Is this the accumulated input? Okay, how do I set it false? That didn't help. Or is it like this? All right. So that didn't seem to work. Oh. Oh. A separate short timer may be necessary. Ah. Okay, good. You know when the documentation itself is like, hey, dude. Oh, I forgot something important. We're sitting in silence. Good morning, Cluna. Welcome. We have currently reached a point where we are nose deep in documentation, and the documentation explicitly goes, hey, what you're trying to do, you can't do with this method. Good luck. Smile. It goes very well, thank you. What about you? Yeah, I'll demonstrate what we are doing right now. So we have our movement with mouse look, and because we're multiplayer, we can't just rotate the player character directly. We need to read the inputs of the player. But it only stops if it reaches 0, because everything else is considered to be still moving. And the method apparently can't detect it, so I'll need to implement something that can directly check the position of the mouse being unchanged, and then it goes like, nope. Can't pick back bedworms. Yeah, they're really bad. One day I'll give them a proper look. So... I mean, I could use the screen relative and see if it improves. Anything. It doesn't. Oh, hello. Oh, shit. I think it makes it worse. How is it going for them? Okay, let's put a little something here just to make it more bearable. All right. But now we know what you can ask about. Let's see. Some coordinator keeps repeating, but if someone is different of you need to turn around. Exit 8. Oh, I don't know that actually. I might check it at some point. Maybe. So what this guy suggests is do your stuff on the mouse and then reset it to 0 on that frame. So no. Like that? No. of course you must. No, no. Or maybe. Nope. Like that. Also no. No. There must be a trick to it. I'm Legion's 10 survivors. Have streamers? Oh. Yeah, I live under the rock, you know. That's I sort of hear about the big releases, but the smaller, popular with streamers indies, I do not hear much about. I did see a friend playing Dispatch, which is like a huge production. So that's kind of the amount of visibility that comes to me. Exit it. I'm going to just Google it on the site. Yeah, let me write. Huh. A friend of mine has it. Apparently I'm... Oh, okay. Okay. Surprising. Two of my friends, actually. I don't know. The time flies. I'm just lucky that I have a day off tomorrow because we have holiday national. That is nice. Yes. That will be good. I might do more of this, especially if I don't get anything done today properly, because where to reset the value correctly? If I do just this. That should do it on the frame, right? Like if I... No, it will not do it in the frame. Because this needs inputs. Oh my god. So like that? you reset it on the start of the frame. Oh. And then you... Of course! Oh! My input function is not in the process, therefore it's not being called every frame as the person on the forum suggested. By putting the rotation reset on the start of process means it is on the first frame, or like the beginning of the frame for the player character itself. So now, hopefully what will happen is if we do... Hey, where are you going? Okay, we lost him. We'll fix it later. Still feels a little floaty. Like the steps are huge. So maybe if we do this value to be very small, but on the other hand, we take the turn speed and crank it up like that. No. That's the exact opposite. So maybe this was correct. And this needs to be like that. Not great, not great. I am inclined to am I okay with this enough? Because this is not optimal. Oh no. Yeah, this is very suboptimal. Huh. Like, it's decent enough for general movement. But it just doesn't feel right. I mean, one of the reasons is probably that it should be the same, like, same constant as the movement up and down. What if I disable the equality input now? I know it sounds crazy, but let's try. That's actually worse. Or maybe just my mouse is cooked. Who knows? Big back form. Yeah. I added names to things. Hello, hello Henex. Welcome, welcome. Hey, hello Demosh. Nice to see you too. So lively here now. So the first person suboptimal. But if you need it, you can just. Yeah, I'll need to figure out how to unhook the cursor without going it like. Because it can still move around. And you should not be rotating when you have the cursor unlocked. Can I do that? Do I have any cursor here? Probably do it like that. Oh no. See? I have a little tip for you, Demosh. You can still do C++ with Godot, because the engine itself is written in C++. Oops. And it would be nice to actually good. Yes, Luna is right. You'll do well. You just open it and start. It'll all come flooding back. Okay, so we can do that. We can move around, and if we do this, we can still move, but will not rotate. So maybe if we need precision, we can just do that. I think I'll probably play around with the sensitivity and kind of try to make sure the little movements feel better. but I'm content with calling this okay for now. It allows us to move around the world kind of relatively okay. So it should have been like this. Like that. Okay. Our problem is particularly small movements and a mouse send the option. Actually, I have quite low mouse sensitivity. So maybe if I do that's better. But not good. Yeah. I'll need to spend some time on it. That should make it feel very nice. Now the question is, where do we move from there now? Any requests from the chat? Maybe? Something you would like to see me do? Or, you know, do? Attempt? Yeah, the list. Give me a sec if I can make it bigger. I can't make it much bigger. So let's do it like that. Turn it into Metroidvania? I mean, that's a tall task. But a system of unlocks is possible, I guess. I could start doing the stats and their upgrades. Metroid Prime game? I'll put it on the list. I don't think I want to be competing with Metroid, whatever they are. Silksong 3D. I know. I'm just playing it a bit. So we have some of these basic stats. Let's do this game. The core of this game is basically ripping out the old Might and Magic 6, 7, and 8 games. And they used a system of, I think it was strength, endurance, accuracy, speed, intelligence, personality, and luck. Let's see. Let us steal more. Yes, this beauty is the inspiration, by the way. Absolute classic. can we take a look here? I don't want a let's play. Why are you in check? Right, yes, here. So I think using these stats is reasonable. From them we can basically derive all of the others. Okay. So let's do it. That no one actually that's a really nice thing to say because no one actually knows if luck has any purpose in the old Might and Magics or not. Like, that is an enigma as far as I'm aware. It does give. Yes, that is true. I mean, there are people who took the games and merged them together, and there are people who made them multiplayer. But if they know, they are playing into the meme that no one actually knows. We do have speed, right? We do have speed. But we need... Oh, crap. Because this speed is basically our mechanical speed of like movement, and the speed here is kind of the initiative type. I know. Where do I rewrite it? And now it will break everything in the player. And probably in the enemy too. Fuck. Update stats, yes. This will be better. No. What the fuck? And let's check the enemy, make sure it's not broken there. It is broken there too, of course. That is why I have the note down there that I should make a creature class. Because then I would not be needing to check 2 places, just one. Good, good, good. And of course, nah, let's put it there. And we don't need to be finding this anymore. Nope. We will stop increasing everyone's attack by a random number. That was good for testing, but we'll be fine now. So we have stats. Now we need to tie together these with these. And I think we will do it in the stats class itself, so that we'll have a function that will calculate them somehow, and we will have one that is called basically on stats change. And the simplest thing that we can do is to have say your max health. Let's see. For this, we will probably... This is the time for the spreadsheets. This is when we start digging into like what the values should be that transform your primary stats to your secondary stats. Yes, we'll get to spreadsheets. Because what will happen is this is the part where the game starts developing its balance, so to say. So now we will need to know, okay, if the average damage of a level 1 enemy is 5 and it hits you in, let's say, 50% cases, you need to survive an encounter with them for X amount of seconds for it to feel right. So we will have like, okay, let's do it like that. So these are primary stats, these are secondary stats. These are enemy stats. It should be probably yeah. No, let's see it. And now we should have like constants. And then we should probably have no, this is fine. Constants tend to be written in all caps. I don't like that. But it points you to that being a magical number somewhere, more or less. So let's do it. And already we'll do and let's check here. Yeah, we increased that, so by default it's 10. So we should, when we launch it, see 20. Yes. And we can do, now we should see 100. Good. Good. Then we can do tie attack to strength. Relax. we should see attack it by default to 2. Let's make it by default to 0. So we should start 2, and if we do it like that, we should start with 10. We're not, and the simple reason is because we didn't set it up. Strength times strength to attack. The projectiles do not have their attack tied to the strength stat. Projectiles as of this time have simple damage. What is the enemy health actually? 10. Sure. We could tie the speed of the character to the movement speed. But if we actually want to then make a party, that might not be the smartest choice. Well, we can, because then we could possibly take the lowest movement speed from the group. I think that's it. For future. We can go for the melee. Because... Right. Player stats, strength is high, so they should basically one-shot on melee. Why didn't? They're shooting. That's not good. So it's time to fix some mistakes. I think it is here. Somewhere. Yes. This one. It always shoots projectile. And we need to move this into the action manager. I think it should be like that. Oops. This means, yeah, because this should be a position, and I give it an enemy. So let's do it like that. And now if we get into melee with something, why did you survive 2 hits? Am I increasing their health somewhere? I'm not. What I'm doing is that because stats are shared for both player and creature, an enemy, what I have done is set the default endurance to 1 and then put 20 as the conversion. So what happens is they get spawned, they get told, hey, your health is 10 starting, but it's not, because it's 20. Because their endurance is 1. Therefore they go down in 2 hits. I see. Ah, that makes sense. Right. Good, good, good. So that's fine. That's working as intended. That is good. Where was I? One, two, three, four. Yes, correct. Perfect. It is working. It's working. Is it work? Is it good for the client too? Just making sure. So we should probably okay. We should add more stats. Okay, let's do it like that. Let's improve the stats view a little bit more. How do we do it? We want to, I don't know if it'll look good. Let's do paint. Sorry for the flashbang. Oof. Oh, that's unpleasant. Oh boy. Is there like a dark version of paint? No. Okay. So I'll be quick. Sorry for that. So what I'm thinking is like have a like primary stats. There'll be something, and then there will be this the block of them, and then we'll do like battle stats. And then the rest, or like secondary stats. I don't know how I'll name them yet. And above it, and I'll move it, and above it I'll do the like level maybe, level and experience, level, experience, skill points, all those kind of like improvements. Yes, it's the Mr. Paint. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is go here and let's start doing. So I want to do Yes. So this will be... Oh, crap. If I do this, if I start toying with it like that, I am pointing to all of those labels over here. So I will need to add like stats something here. If I don't, it will not work. So I need to keep that in mind. So we'll do that. That. And here we need to do... So that is a low label has moved. So we need to do... like that. And that should still work. Yes. That updates correctly. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So if leveling stats, then we will have primary stats, which we don't have yet. And then we will have secondary stats. Which will be our health and like attack. I'm sure that there is a better way to do it, to hook up the changing stats to the UI. Maybe just updating this part and doing that. Maybe I'll do some changes there at some point, but not today. Today we do it horribly. So let's do... and just change the names of the variables. I know you'll not like it. It was a strength, endurance. You saw nothing. I know, I don't need to declare it. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm not doing anything illegal. Just not very pretty. I'm just checking if someone really needs me. They don't. They never do. And I can take something like that. And let's prepare. I don't know it yet. Shit. It will be this. But I need to do it in the multiplier here first. So, no. This will be. I mean, if you're a mage, you don't. And of course, change this one to strength. Right, and we can do exactly what I was saying, like this will be and then we do that and put it here. Then to here. And do like he go? Hello, Aro. Hello. It's nice to see you here. Hope you are having a lovely day. Strength 2. That's a beautiful stat. We are not doing anything much exciting. We are just doing a little setup for ourselves. That will pay out later. How was it? Was it speed and then imply personality? Yeah, accuracy, speed, luck. No, I actually did not have much of a food yet. Cinnamon rolls, nice. I will have a break. I'm going to be ending in like an hour. I'll get some noms. What? No, no. I would not do that to people. Yeah, it makes my skin crawl. What's the accuracy, speed, and luck? Just so I'm keeping track. Yes. Yeah, hearing someone chewing with their mouth open makes me want to... Well, we don't talk about this. I can't do ASMR. I don't have the voice for that. You agree that I should get food? Maybe. I do have something to drink. I appreciate the concern. I have milk. Okay, we should do it like that. Let's make new label settings. Let's make them let's do it like that. Yes. Just a little touch. And can we save them? Save as UI labels, yes. And this will be the stats green categories. And then we do that. And we can just do this. And we do this. Boop. And it is instantly much better readable. So if we go to the game, yes, we can hide it. I added a button. And now we need to connect all of these values to the player. So let's do that. Player script. So now we know where it is. Basically that. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. And we do it like that. Yes. And we do 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Good. Good. You know, I should probably do a little plugin of all of those people of you here who have their channels, because there are some really awesome things out there. Demosh, Arrow, Luna, if you don't know them, you should go watch them. It is always a delight. Like, for real. Super nice people. Dimash, everyone has their tastes, and some people just love watching others struggle. Oh yeah, Dimash is good. Where Winds Meet. When I saw that the game launched by you, I thought it was like it's going to be a Ghost of Yotei maybe, or Ghost of Tsushima maybe, not Wukong. So okay, we have that, and now we do strength label text is string of and then we do endurance label text is string of endurance. Label, there we go. Accuracy label. I'm just connecting those labels to display what actually is the stat. Speed label text. And now if you launch the game, yes, strength 5, endurance 5, health 100, attack 10. Exactly as it should be. I need to find out why it does this. But that's a bug for another time. Screens to change thing, 3D artist trying to draw. Okay, I'm going to take a nom while you chat up. Look, there is a difference between me putting together a prototype and a company of professionals saying, F it, we'll do it later. What have they done? Maybe later. Oh no. Who wants me? Oh, that is someone important. It's my brother. I know Damush wants me. I want him to. Yes! Oh. That is unpleasant. I have to go to the... if I want to run it, I need to have Task Manager open and just kill the process. That is a horrible bug. Because every time you want to update, it forces you to close the game, but it doesn't stop it, so you cannot relaunch it. I thought I was the only one, so I didn't look into it. Okay, okay. With the stats existing, we're getting to a point where another thing that is kind of important needs to be created. And that is, well, everything. Weapons, dice, all of those things. Inventory. Basically, now we have entered a point where there is a complex system that needs to be kind of created together. But let's go. How do we do this? I'm thinking that we need to make something that will be the item class. Now the problem with that, and I don't know how to grab this. Where do I have my notes? No. Where did I put my notes? Oh, here. So let's call it brainstorms. So we want to make an item And we need to be able to drop it, pick it up, of course. It needs to be stored in inventory. I didn't have a problem killing it with the task manager. Then again, I'm running on bootleg Windows, so yeah, no. This is the kind of bug that would get people dragged through the mud. Who keeps wanting me? I don't want to be popular. 700 messages, okay. And it needs to have the stats applied correctly. Because it needs to be stored in inventory and then equipped to some degree. Some needs to be, it needs to be equippable. Possibly. And optimally, it is one instance that does all of this. So we don't need to keep track of it. The problem is if we make it a rigid body as like its parent class, then it will be an object with physics, and we want to store it like inside of the character. We could possibly just turn off the collisions and physics and everything and just keep it within the space of the player, but that feels wrong. But maybe we could do that. Since 2 days? Oh, maybe. Maybe. Oh no. Well, I'll see. Maybe I'll suffer too. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. So let's make this item. No, I don't want to use scene. I'm save. Save scene, scenes, item. Okay, sure. Now we'll need the code. So scripts. class name, item, extent, sure. I mean, technically it doesn't have to extend anything. It can just be. And we want optimally then we would have classes like weapon, and then have class of bow or ranged weapon, and then have exact types. And so you don't have all of the information in the item class. But for now, this is basically going to be a damage bonus for now. How crazy of an idea is it to have an inventory made out of nodes and not like because if we make an inventory with nodes, then we can according to the movement of the child, we can keep track of that particular instance. Welcome, welcome. Hope the train ride is nice. Actually, yes. Let's YOLO it. Let's YOLO. Nope, not that. I want to be here. And like that. Nope. There should be one more. Let's call it equipment. Sharp breaks in between. Where the hell were you? Poland? So what we will do is we will put a code on equipment that will basically take all the bonuses and all the bonuses that it can from all your equipped items, and then those will be applied to the player. Or like the player will take a look at equipment and get those bonuses. Okay. So I have the item. It will be like that. Okay. How will we do it? We basically want this stat. We might need to do a bit more rewrites, because what we will be trying to do is you want kind of to have the like total, which is the stat plus the bonuses. And we want to make sure that basically every is total, not like the stat or the bonus. Okay, let's do it like this. This will be initiate stats. Then we need something to save them, and then we need something to add the bonuses to them. Oh shit. We could be sending together the stat and all of the bonuses, but that's not the most reasonable thing to do. What we can do is reverse this and basically do like that. And then basically all of the changes that we make throughout we just save. So if we increase level or something, and then when we do the I mean this we will need anyway, because things. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. God damn it. Because I mean, yes, scripts. Sure. We want to have the equipment recalculate all of the bonuses every time an item is equipped, right? So we want this. it's like to be children. Oi. For en his array. Can I do it like that? No, I can't. Maybe. I see. Wrong way to declare. Like that. Right. Because get children will get you array of nodes. Oh, this is getting spicy. Nope. should do this on the ready too, because sometimes you might be initializing with. Oh fuck. Just on yourself. I mean, we should be able to do this too. Maybe we'll need to. But let's see if it crashes. It didn't. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. I'm not sure if that is good or bad. I can know, you know? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do print debug. It doesn't work. But it doesn't crash. Or maybe it does work. Maybe it does work. It did work. Do enjoy your tea. I still have some of my milk, so I'm going to do a sip, so I don't get dehydrated. So now we can do a player. We should be able to do this. So the stats. So maybe here. Maybe like that. For now, just as a test. Attack is 15 because it takes the attack bonus from the equipment. So maybe if we then do like that, each one has 5 attack bonus. It doesn't work. Why? And why it doesn't crash too? I know why. Because it was taking just one. It wasn't stacking them up. Yes. And in this principle, we need to build the rest of the items and equipment. And then figure out how to do the transition of them from the tree of the player outside. Kind of like making sure they move, they can be dropped. And if they can be dropped from equipment, or they can be dropped from the inventory only. There's another big can of big bad worms. Oh my god. I think I know what I'll do. Player. So I have the initializing stats, but I think we should have like update stats properly. Oh, sure. Oh, I see. And basically do like that. And then it'll be like statuses. Which reminds me, I should probably do statuses too. Just like Just prepare it. So when you're cursed or you have a spell on you or have drunk potion, something along those lines will do it. I mean, in the end, we will just need this because I will be doing something else here. No, level plus increase, and we do stat level. So increase it and then we save it into the stats. We don't want to do it for this. We don't want to do it for this either. We do want to do it for this. Okay. Maybe the reach is too high. Okay, what we should do is to do a little... Let's do... something like... level up. Is that increase? Yep. If we are going by the old Might and Magic rule set, there will be some classes of the characters. But we can't call it class, or we shouldn't, because we have classes as in programming structures. How can we call it? At least in the code. What is a good term? Job? That's very Final Fantasy. Calling? That might be mistaken with calls, as in calling a function. Character class in the code. Big brain. And then we do a little trickery. Nope. Like that. Like that. 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 Here. Too much? Yeah, don't worry. Futsuna. Oh, I see, I see. Funk. This one. And then we do this. This one. And we do this. I'm sure, I'm very sure. Just gone right. Let's make sure. there will be a more elegant solution for this than having every class defined. But we're not there yet. Sure, yeah, that should be always true. Let's try it. It did not increase our attack, though. Even though we increased strength. Because nothing told these stats to update themselves. So it should be more like that. And we call stats. I should just get starting gold to test this. Oh no, what will you do? On a Sunday? You can't buy it, right? Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah. That is real pain. Not much more you can do. And now we can try this. Okay, this works. Okay. This seems fine. I already see some red debug things, but we'll ignore them for now. We don't have enough gold. Let's collect some more. Okay. An hour of truth works, and it doesn't write itself into the server. I see this as an absolute win. What was this? Place it. Oh yeah, we know about this. One day I'll solve it. If I find out what that is. When I'm smarter, man. Which I'm not now. Knock knock joke? What? Who's there? Yeah, I still need to... Huh? The door is huge. I didn't get around to making the building scaled better. So it's like, huh? Like you're two small children. You knock, I talk. Okay. We got very, very basic equipment. We got knock knock. The doorman. Goddammit. That's evil. That is evil. I have been gotten. I'll need to remember that. I'll use it in some Persil, like Demosh. I know important? No. Good. Yes! He likes that. I'm sure he's not paying attention enough. Okay, we got some sort of primitive precursor for the equipment system. We got level up of the stats. Now we just need to... What do we need to do? Well, everything else. But honestly, I think that this might be a good stopping point for today. I'm starting to feel that my brain is just becoming mush. And I promised Baldur's Gate in about an hour, so I'm going to be finishing it at long last. I was thinking about doing a little stream on Monday too, since I don't have a work, so I could show people more stuff. Maybe dedicate it to making it prettier. Finally making the kind of worms into the worms that are not just pulled from the interwebs. Oh no. It wouldn't be during the early day. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not sure if I will do it even. I don't know how entertaining this actually is. You know, watching someone bash their head against code for 40 minutes. Just to call it good enough. I mean, a little bias is not bad. I appreciate the presence, very much so. But yes. If we turn down the music and re-enable this. So, actually, yeah, there is one more thing I should do. There is one more thing I should do. 100%. Game sound. I wonder if I can level up twice. And after that I will close it up. Let's see. Give me enough money. I'll make the reach shorter for sure. Oh, the sounds are really crunchy. Can I actually do it runtime? Can I do it runtime? No. No, I can't. Well, making these sounds not egregious is also part of the work that I'll need to do. Because you will be hearing footsteps a lot. And if they cannot be turned down to not grate your ears, that's going to be pain. Yeah, no, they need to be changed. 100%. Yep, we can level twice. I was pointed to the door and it's still catching the interaction, so that needs to be checked and changed. Okay. Yep. I think we will be ending it here. Let's do some notes. So we started. We did equipment. That was at it. Improvements. Books. It's not yet. This has been fixed. Fixed. Yes, this one is fixed. So what are our other problems? Yes, we need that. Servo audio is still far. Combat stats. I guess not really. Stat upgrades exist. Equipment started. So what were we saying that needs to be done too? I think we should probably get like a proper battle stat. Yeah, no. Battle stats are in improvements, but it should be randomness, like hit chance. And then damage range. Plus some armor class. Hit chance plus armor class, sort of. And if you're really cheeky, but that's probably for later, do like spectate elemental assess resistances at some point. So yeah. I think that's it. So next time we'll see how far I'll go myself. Again, I'll be most likely spending time on this throughout the week because I enjoy it. But you know, we'll see where I get, and from there we'll pick up and do a little thing together. If I'm going to do something on Monday, it's probably going to be towards the evening, so people can actually come around. But it's not a given yet. So I would like to thank you all for staying here, for enjoying this little adventure of ours. And I'll be seeing you sometime in the future. Most likely next Sunday. Have a lovely time, everyone. See you around.